Okay, it is Tad and Dr. Mittens once again. Dr. Mittens giving up the chance to go out with friends and get drunk. So, yeah, real privilege to have him here this time. Another Captain's Mode game, again, as usual, stolen from Reddit. And are we good to go, Dr. Mittens?
Oh, we sure are. You called yourself Tad, by the way, and it's a
I called
pleasure.
myself Tad?
Yeah,
Well,
you
there you
said it's
go.
Tad and Dr. Mittens here again.
How embarrassing.
Well, so your camera work is going to be done by Albie. He'll be doing your play-by-play. He's doing the casting. What a guy! And he too was passing up the opportunity to get drunk. You ready?
Absolutely.
All
Ready to go
right.
in 3, 2, 1, go. Cool.
Oh, and instantly a troll warlord pick.
Radiant's pick.
Our wild troll warlord appears, yes. So,
New Pokemon came out. Have you played it?
no, thankfully. Whatever. Not
Probably.
too fast.
Uh,
Anyway, on the dire side, we have the bands of the Lifestealer, the Bat Rider, the Puck, and the always annoying Naga Siren.
Fun
And
ends there.
Radiant side banning the OD, Elder Titan, Timbersaw, and Nature's Prophet. Good solid bands on
10
both sides, I would
seconds to
say.
go.
Solid kind of standard kind of bands.
Dire's
Stuff,
pick.
and pretty standard picks as well. What do you have anything to say about this so far?
No, I think the first thing that jumps out at me is the lack of Lich. They've got some really common meta heroes, but Lich has become first pick, but first ban status in the new
Yep.
meta, and he's just not seeing any use. I really doubt that Dire are going to find a place for him at this stage. They've got Earthshaker.
Yeah, they
and
do have their
there.
2 supports.
So you'd expect those to be
10
the two
seconds to
supports,
go.
and also interesting the sort of different philosophies on how to pick your lineup.
5 seconds.
Radiant team have picked what I assume of their 3 core heroes already. Your
Yeah.
mid solo, your off
Reserve
lane, and your
time.
safe lane farmer, and haven't picked up any supports yet. On the other side, you've got a versatile troll warlord who can go in several lanes: aggro tri lane, safe lane solo, safe lane tri lane, mid. So many options with him, and 2 supports which are also really malleable. Can
And
go.
yeah, revealing nothing really, and
Yeah.
still probably a mid and a carry, I assume, to come. But yeah, as you say, it could, very versatile heroes so far. So
And I think that I prefer that style of draft.
Oh.
Oh,
well,
Radiant's pick.
I don't know about that, but we'll see with their final pick how they plan to fit that Warlock in. But it just seems like that's a bit support heavy, really.
I think we could be looking at a Warlock mid, a Troll, perhaps aggro tri-lane, getting some nice Bishop blocks, stealing some kills up early, and just a safe lane farmer to go with that.
Not bad for pushing with the Troll
10
Warlord
seconds to
ult and
go.
the Warlock. I mean, that's quite a good pushing team. But
Yeah,
5
and I think
seconds.
some more pushing and teamfight heroes could be coming. You could even see, geez, what could you see? You could see
Reserve
like an
time.
off-lane Enigma with a safe lane Troll Venge Earthshaker, and that would give you great pushing potential, but there's just so many options. Warlock, honestly, not seen in the meta whatsoever. I can't remember the last time I saw it.
still,
Really
highest
up.
win rate in pubs, isn't it, or something like that? So.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
and not a bad hero, I wouldn't say. Like, definitely great in a team fight. The stun on those golems is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
And,
huge, but
um,
Diffusal Blade just ruins you. It just ruins you.
but he's also good in the laning stage with his Fatal Bonds, definitely annoying, and his heal also a quality spell early.
Yeah.
Particular.
Yeah,
But yeah, my main problem is just they already have 2 people filling a similar role with Vengeful and Earthshaker. So
I love that
Dire's
Rubik
ban.
pick.
yeah, Rubik's great.
That just makes so much sense. There's so much good stuff to steal, and
Yeah.
I really dislike people who say, "Oh, let's not pick Rubik yet. What if they don't have stuff?" Shut up. There's 5 heroes. Each of them has at least 4 spells,
Yeah.
and probably at least half of all of those spells are
Radiant's
active.
ban.
So just shut up.
Chances
You can
are they're going
always
to have
steal
a
good
few
stuff.
spells worth stealing somewhere in their
Exactly.
lineup. Somewhere in
Exactly.
all those spells. And even if they don't, Rubik is still a quality hero.
It really is. So I think it'll be a mid warlock aggro tri-lane coming up from Dire, but I'm so wrong. I'm
Radiant
so
Large
wrong.
pick.
I'm so
Oh, wow.
confused and wrong.
Oh, well, interesting. No real hard carry on the Dire team, so they're going to have to be looking to finish relatively quickly against the Alchemist, who really gets some insane attack speed and would probably be able to sort out any of those heroes on the Dire side. I mean, decent stun and with Earthshaker and Vengeful Spirit, but yeah.
10
Alchemist is
seconds
gonna
to
be
go.
Very problematic, especially when he gets up that BKB.
Yeah,
5
I mean,
seconds.
Pudge Dismember does go through the BKB, the stun on it.
Reserve time.
I'm struggling here. I don't see a whole lot of synergy. I suppose it's a really strong mid-game
Just
team fight, siege.
pull Alchemist into the trees, hope he doesn't have a TP, blink out, and he's stuck there. What can he do? Game over. I'm sure that's the plan.
That's the plan. I was unaware that would be the plan, but you've solved it.
Problem solved. It's a riddle and it's been solved.
Do you have any thoughts on world peace you'd like to share with us?
Pudge with a blink dagger. Are there any problems he can't solve?
Oh lord. One more hero needed for the Dire.
For the
would,
Radiant, but
there's-
yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, for the Radiant. There's lots of options. Pugna is great anti-push, great anti-siege, Keeper of the Light if you want to go more support.
Mhm.
Disruptor, yeah, it's not bad, especially he's got big buffs. He's got a whole lot of little buffs everywhere around, and the way the Aghanim Scepter works. I think that's a reasonable pick.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Glimpse is amazing into the Rage Cage, especially when there's an Alchemist going to be laying down the deeps in the later game. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, well, I don't think it can go to the later game. I mean, what a Radiant, what a Dire going to do?
It's true.
Someone's going to pick up a Diffusal Blade. That already counts as one of the heroes. It's over.
And like, Radiant is by no means weak in the mid game either. Like Queen of Pain, Darkseer, Rubik, and Disruptor all kind of peaking in the mid game, really.
Yeah, and Alchemist is, I think, probably one of the very fastest because of the way Greevil's Creed scales.
Yeah, of course.
He's one of the very, very fastest, especially if you go the Hand of Midas or Babel Fury. There's just so many ways to get farm on him early and really punish the team, say 35, 40 minutes into the game if they're not ready for you.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. Never going to say these names again, but may as well introduce the
Never
teams.
again.
No, they will. No, absolutely not. But anyway, FMLA Wick on the Queen of Pain going mid for the Radiant. Tribbiani. Yep, Tribbiani on the Alchemist going bot with Jim Ellison on the Rubik, and it looks like a tri-lane bot with Blair Sandberg on the Disruptor also heading there, and the solo offlane Darkseer, sometimes Britain's Got Talent.
I'm not familiar with why that might be a name. I don't have any.
30 seconds.
No, I have
to
nothing
go.
for you at this time.
There it is.
Crunny, CRNI. There's a person playing Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them sitting in spawn still, so maybe they're really super. Oh, there's a swap just there.
Oh, righto.
They just swapped. The Warlock now is being picked up by Crunny. It's I'll go with Sandman on the Troll Warlord, Duke on the Vengeful Spirit, Dabble on the Earthshaker, and 3IP on the Pudge. Pudge looks like he's taking on the mid lane. Looks like an aggro tri-lane going down bottom, and CRNI very late heading off to his lane, but looks like he'll be solo safe.
Interesting. Solo safe Warlock. I mean, that's the thing, having 3 supports, what do? You gotta kind of have one of them taking farm. And
yeah,
it's like a good Warlock, yeah.
I think there are ways of turning Venged, Warlock, even, you see Rubik mid, Venomancer mid nowadays, there are ways to try and make the game go a bit faster and help out those supports, which are more useful in the early game, but I just don't see Warlock having great synergy with this lineup.
Yeah, I don't think so really, unless I guess they have to be going the push strat, so I guess getting early golems by sending him to a solo lane makes sense,
That's
but...
a first blood.
Oh, well, I completely missed that. No idea what happened. Not in the slightest.
It's only a matter of time.
Now the Alchemist in a little bit of trouble, but the remaining lot here, oh, well, looks like the Earthshaker going to go down as well. The Disruptor just going to stand there and man mode it. And he's just going to escape. But the Alchemist still keen, charging up the bottle, throws that in. Oh, and that's going to be the end of the Troll Warlord. Well, quite a bit of action already happening down there.
Yes, I mean that's just ruinous for the Dire tri-lane. They tried to get aggressive just away from the lane. The sets of supports were duking it out, and
They're coming back aggressive, and they're going to get demolished again if they're not
You'd
careful
expect
here.
so. Oh, that
Earthshaker
kinetic.
copping some serious. Oh, and there it goes! Just throwing his life away. I think they were just a bit too keen for revenge there, and going in with two of them was never going to be playing the odds. Like, the Radiant fully healed up by that time and just had enough mana to get the kill.
Yeah,
terrible start.
I'll go with questionable play and be kind. I think that was awful play.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been back in. He should not
not.
have been back in at all. I mean, sort of understandable that he'd want to be back in because they just got a bit destroyed, but yeah.
Yeah. And this just opens up so many opportunities for the Alchemist to start picking up. Already has one level in Greevil's Greed, and normally he'd probably have to max his concoction, his acid spray, but with just a horrible start for this tri lane. The Greevil's Greed, I think, is, you know, risky, but I think it's a viable option at this stage because of the way the laning stage has gone so far.
Soul Ring recipe on the Earthshaker. Don't like getting Soul Ring recipe first, but that's what he's gone for. Doesn't even have the ring.
Benj is way out of position.
Yeah.
Got lifted up inside the connection.
yeah.
Now Fisher running through, clipping 3, that's beautifully done. And the Vengeful Spirit coming back from all, fires out the Magic Missile. Rubik in all sorts of trouble. Wave of Terror being
That's Magic
thrown.
Stick up.
Now it's going to be the whole
Somebody's
wall of
cooking.
first Bolt Disruptor
How
running
about
away.
that?
He's on 2 hits health. Earthshaker just getting out of that connect field in time, and now the Rubik's going to fall. Alchemist picks up a bench kill on the Vengeful Spirit, and another really successful trade for the Radiant tri-lane.
Definitely. Yeah, good pick up with the magic stick there on Rubik. That kept him alive long enough to get that extra kill.
Yeah.
It's good.
Kids, if you're playing along at home, please get your magic stick. It's
Especially when you're against a tri-lane.
look at those phase boots. It's so
Stupid
early.
fast. It's just, oh, the disruptor is so low, but he's still in here. And not only is he in, he's being somewhat aggressive.
He's got the courier flying out for him that's replete with salves and a bigger stick for him. Oh, I missed that kill.
Well, yep. All right.
Okay. Troll Warlord giving some chase, but I don't think he'll get anything out of that.
Yeah, I mean, the disruptor was extremely low. I would have been back if I was him. Like, maybe not out of lane, but back for sure.
Why not stack him full? I know it's been nerfed, but why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Pudge picking up the
Pudge
Nimbus
getting Nimbus,
Moon,
yep.
immediately pops it off, and it looks like if no one else can
And-
make this tri-lane work, he can. He popped off that Invis directly under an Observer Ward, though. And
He's got a mission. He's on a mission. He doesn't care that they're under tower. He's gonna land a sick hook. Or maybe not.
I'm thinking not. The
Oh,
Queen
and the
Pain
Queen Pain
rotating
also
down.
coming down with the regen rune as well. Very quick mana boots on the Darkers here.
Yeah, Pudge getting deep. Needs to be careful. If he gets a
Definitely
tower
does.
range,
If-
Rubik picks him up and it's over.
I hope he doesn't try to do anything here because he's gonna be instantly destroyed.
And just to pick up the Earthshaker, but he's going to pay the price for it. And just a horrible trade. A really horrible trade. Much too much aggression coming out from 3IP on the Pudge. Yeah, I said his name. Yeah, I did it.
Impressive.
Yeah,
Impressive
I did.
indeed. Oh, and the Warlock, why? Oh, he's
Warlock
throwing the golems
charges.
down. Okay.
Throws the Golem.
Not really
And
on
the
anyone.
Disruptor takes so
Dutch.
much damage. This Golem's hurt. Disruptor's going to make it out, though. Now the Rubik's in trouble. Eats a wave of terror, and the Golem slaps, and he chops, and he's down. Blair Sandberg, who sounds like an accountant, is running away. He's popped his salve. Nice kinetic field. Doesn't affect the Golem, though.
And the MLA will also blink out. to
Radiant's
safety.
bottom
Will blink
tower
out
ain't
to
a pretty
safety.
sight right now. No breaking
Yeah,
down the
I think
radiant
the
structures like this.
Dire team really could. Oh, the Hudge now coming in
Dire
behind on
might
the
wanna
Disruptor.
mine that
Blair,
top
oh, he
tower.
misses that hook on Blair
Trouble
Sandberg, but
brewing
he's
at
got the
Radiant's
Rot
bottom tower.
on one side, the Golem on the other. He's gonna manage to get out of that.
Queen of
Dire's
Pain's in
top
trouble now.
towers, you know the drill.
She's not going to be able to escape. Oh, the Warlock
Oh,
Golem's
this is
gonna
the
climb out.
perfect fishing pond for the Pudge
Oh.
hook. Throw it in there, get Blair Sandberg, and he's gonna go down. And the Queen of Pain as well with a reasonable stun from the Earthshaker. I mean, he should have hit it, and he did, so that's all good.
Yep. Meanwhile, at top, it looks like Darkseer having a little bit of a dive on top of that Warlock, just creep cutting with his Iron Shell. He has the Mana Boots, he has skipped the Soul Ring, which I am a fan of, just by the way, because I'm sure you all care what I'm a fan of and what I'm not a fan of. Now a
The
TP
Alchemist
reaction.
is so low. If they can get a hook on this, he will be instantly dead. But Pudge Impact TP.
Oh, if he stuns himself, he'd be dead. He's so close. Rubik trying to get it done, but no, horrible glimpse. A soul ring! No,
Soul Ring.
anything for the soul ring.
That Soul Ring, it was not the time. The Darkseer so deep with the Pudge here as well. Surely the Pudge will be able to do something. He uses the slow. No!
No,
Creep! Those hero creeps just ruining it for the Pudge.
doesn't have enough mana to hook yet. Needs to use that bottle charge, but now he's doing it. You have
He has the
one
hook. Fire it
opportunity
off.
to capture it. Would you
Okay.
let it slip?
Okay.
No, he's done it.
Yeah. Good Earthshaking done.
Yep.
And, yeah, that'll be the
I was
end of the
pretty
Darkseer.
impressed with my Raptor reference. For a white guy, I did alright there. I mean, it was an Eminem reference, but yeah, whatever.
Australians sometimes have talent.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for Darkseer, even after taking that death, he's still well ahead on the CS chart, and
Yeah, should be
he's
looking
also
at that.
doing nicely on the net worth chart, leading back. I'm really impressed with how the Troll Warlord's doing. He's
Dyer's
got
mid tower won't
2
last
kills,
much
2
longer.
deaths, and 2 assists, which is aesthetically pleasing. Rubik in trouble now, gets punch hooked. Oh, and he might just make it
that
out.
haste.
That haste.
It's actually
and he
looking
wants
to
the
come back
more.
in now.
He wants a taste of it.
Oh, Now Queen of Pain going quite deep in here. Luckily they're not Vengeful and Troll aren't falling back, but still
Oh,
going
she
past the
Can't
tier
blink into
2.
that. Oh.
No! No. That
You
is
need
not
that
on.
blink to get away, not to get in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Especially not
disagree with
past
that
tier
decision.
2. And who will get this illusion room? Queen of Pain will, but will also get mysterious damage.
Need to blink.
Just gonna leak out in time.
That
Earthshaker as
Now
well.
She needs to heal up, turn around, and just pop that Sonic Wave on the bench. Bench would pop to 1 attack and the Sonic Wave.
Yep.
Looks like
Troll
Alchemist.
Warlord being a bit aggressive, being glimpsed back.
At least he wasn't glimpsed back to fountain. That shit ruined my life. Phase boots on the Warlock. What are your thoughts about that?
Dyer's
Warlock,
top tower is
please.
getting
Oh,
beat down
and
from
Queen of
Rogue.
Pain almost blinking out, but no, can't quite escape that rot from the Pudge. On the Warlock, yeah.
Warlock.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think that
No, I don't think that.
just any other boots. I literally think any other boots would be a better choice. Oh,
Radiant's
straight to
mid tower's
that
coming
wall.
apart.
Face in the
A
ball.
little taste. Go on.
Just running straight into the wall and smack. Falling back onto his back. And
You know what did it is the phase boot damage from Herald.
Phase boots just helped him run even faster into that.
Nice shoot coming out from Rubik. Slaps off a bubble charge on Pudge. And now throws it back into the shaker. This is a troll Rubik.
And in comes the Alchemist now with the stun. That could be bad for the Pudge.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
he'll be
round by
The Dyer might
hero.
want to mine the top tower.
The Darkseer, yeah, vacuum back into the Iron Shell, and that'll be the end of Pudge.
As I was definitely gonna say, I think he'll be dead. It sounded like I said
It did
dead.
sound suspiciously like fine, but
I didn't finish the word, and
You
I was
didn't
actually
say it?
going dead.
well, you stopped yourself very well. I'm impressed.
I
Colour
was.
me impressed. Anywho, yeah, Warlock. I think these are literally the
Dyer's
worst
mid
boots
tower
on
needs a
him.
little help.
Like,
I think so.
yeah, arcane boots. Fine, that's great. I mean, the Earthshaker needs that as well. It would be good for the team with 3 mana heavy supports, and Pudge also using
Pudge and
mana.
Troll Warlord also get decent utility out of Arcane Boot.
Absolutely, so that would be a great choice. Tranquil Boots with the buff and Warlock shouldn't be throwing down too many auto attacks would be a reasonable choice, although if you're soloing, then maybe not, but he is rotating a lot now, so I think that they would be a good second choice. And
Oh,
after that,
Queen of Pain got
Treasure...
caught as well. She's being dismembered.
Yep. Queen of Pain will go down again for Pudge.
Radiant's
That little
bottom
helps. If
tower's
you get
seen better
hooked in and
days.
dismembered, you're
Yeah,
not going to
that's-
go well.
the
Dyer's
end of
top
the day.
tower's getting beat down.
Yeah, even Treads would be better, but at
Dire
least they give you
structure's
some extra
looking fortified.
survivability, which Warlock lacks.
Radiant's bottom tower's
Phase
seen
Boots
better
did nothing.
days.
So it's
Dyer's
shit
top
all.
tower, you know the drill.
Darkseer still cutting creeps. He's going to see the Warlock here, and he doesn't really have enough mana to do.
No.
Dyer's top tower's
Yeah, I
getting
wouldn't
beat
have thought
down.
so.
Dyer's got one last
Although
top
the
tower.
Pudge coming around now with the Earthshaker, definitely the potential to make something happen here.
Oh,
Good hook, very good hook, but Gonna rely on the Earthshaker stun, and yes, straight in the face. Wall of
The
rocks.
Earthshaker dabble, just wants to wait and ensure that he got
Oh,
some
look at that
glory
blood
out there.
effect. Bleeding all over that Fisher. Delicious.
Terrifying.
The Darkseer, though, still leading on the last hit and denies.
And that work.
And then the Warlock. Carry Warlock with phase boots and second
Oh,
highest.
it's on the Disruptor, he's dead.
Shit. Anywho, probably. I have no idea what happened.
He died, he's dead now.
Yep.
Swapping woman on the Alchemist.
How about that?
Oh.
And yeah, Earthshaker bringing down the slam again. He's got mana boots. That's good. And the Warlock's got his
Radiant's
null
mid tower
towers.
could
I
use a
guess
hand.
that's good.
Radiant structures must
He
have
could,
been
he could be
fortified.
working towards a Veil of Discord. That might be fun with a push strat. The
Could be actually. What happened there? Is that Rubik stole the Fisher?
Oh, the Rubik is. Oh, I was really hoping it was trapped. I really was.
Yeah.
Double damage.
Really, really was.
And Queen of Pain blinking in again. Very aggressive with the double damage rune. Maybe able to destroy. Oh, that's done.
Somebody's on a roll.
Killed.
How about
Yeah,
that?
unfortunate they overlapped those stuns there, but
Oh.
it's going to work out for them. The Rubik lift on the Earthshaker and the Golem coming in now. Going to turn the tables on that Rubik. And yeah, a good cage there.
Yeah, Alchemist trying to man mode this, and he simply can't. Quite simply
on that hook.
There are
Yeah,
too
I would
many
be going
people.
up against the Golems on this level.
Yeah, but look at his chemical rage. He doesn't give a single shit. He's just
Yeah,
gonna.
that regen is insane.
It's
And
just,
there goes the Golem feed. Oh, that hook's so close.
Dire's top
The
tower.
Golem feed's not over yet, Baron. Now it's. And he's maxing out his Grievous Breed before Concoction,
Tower
and
pretty
only one level
Earthshaker in
left.
a bit of trouble here, maybe, but the hook, oh, unfortunate on the creep. Earthshaker's going to get taken down. The Rubik's still with,
Trouble brewing at
Oh,
Radiant.
beautiful defensive swamp.
yeah. Oh, very good pick off on the Alchemist by the Vengeful Spirit, but she is going to pay for it with the light.
Dire's
Sludge
mid
with
tower's
another
having
hook on the
technical
creep.
difficulties.
Not even managing to level up his CS. That creep totally
Trouble brewing
surviving.
at Radiant's bottom tower.
That's where
Dire's
it's
mid
some
tower could use a
consolation.
little
That
help.
is soul crushing. That is.
But yeah, Pudge not getting
Radiant's
any,
bottom
not getting
tower seen
anything
better.
for that.
There goes Radiant's bottom
The
tower.
Disruptor is standing in the bushes
Yeah,
looking for pick-off,
Disruptor
but
is
she is
extremely
low.
aggressive. He doesn't care at all about his
He
health.
doesn't care! And he's gonna get it, and you know why?
Oh, he's fine! Oh my
Oh my god!
How?
Like the sound.
If only
About
phase
10
boots
health.
did more damage, he would have died. Did more phase boots.
Meanwhile, Pudge getting Darkseer here, but the Queen of Pain coming in. Darkseer survives as well!
Everyone's just being
It's a
alive
radiant
right now.
team. How?
Oh, Shaker, you've got 100 extra range. Pop it. Oh,
Dear.
no. For Last Samurai beating a Brave Retreat now. I just like saying Last Samurai.
Fair. And yeah, the Queen of Pain managing to blink out here, although the Troll Warlord coming in out of nowhere from behind and destroying her.
Troll Warlord recently made aware that there was actually a game of Dota going on next to his PvE farm build.
Yeah,
Decided
outside
to
of
take
Farmville.
part.
Decides to leave the farm momentarily and yeah, picks off the Queen of Pain.
He has managed to farm himself up a Shadow Blade at this point, which isn't too bad. And
That's decent.
let's check that gold chart. I'm really interested to see what it has to say. It's
for sure.
pretty much even on the gold chart,
Radiant's
and
mid tower's
significant
coming
advantage. Excuse me, for Dire on the experience chart. So it
That's
looks like
interesting.
they do have the type of advantage they really needed to establish to help get through what I would suggest is a fairly weak late game lineup. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Troll
Oh,
Warlord.
there's the Pudge hook on the Queen of Pain, and she's going to go down again. Oh my god! She is not going to go down again. She's going to survive
I
on
wasn't calling
about
that
10
one.
health again. This Queen of Pain, just a total escape artist. Well, actually, the entire
Radiant's
Radiant
top
team
tower
has
is
been
in
running
bad
around
shape.
on half a health, somehow surviving some ridiculous escapes.
Beautiful pipe of insight. Oh, that's so early.
Yeah, that is
So
extremely early, and that should be the end of Pudge here. Fortunately, we get
Yeah.
thrown outside the Rage Cage, but it's not going to matter.
He got sandwiched back in. Now the Lost Samurai picking himself up a Blink Dagger.
Definitely a good pickup.
Wouldn't mind seeing
Queen
a
of Pain
couple more.
with the point booster, probably heading towards an Axe, I guess. Not my favourite item on Queen of Pain, but Dupe now going on her. going to be able to
Queen
take
of Pain trying to
away.
man mode
Oh,
Fizz.
does manage to, with the help of that Earthshaker Slam. Meanwhile, Dark Fear in a bit of trouble. Or is it Warlock in trouble? Difficult to say with Golem up.
Fatal Bombs being stolen again, though, unfortunately.
Extreme battle here between the Dark Fear and the Earthshaker. And Earthshaker will be taken down with that
Guess
Glint.
what's happening to Dire's bottom
Meanwhile,
tower.
Rubik trying to escape from the too fast.
Oh,
phase
dear.
through Warlocks. He's gonna do it. He just needs one more attack. He's gonna do it, and he's got him.
Those phase boots.
Those face boots. They
Clutch phase boots.
I think the prescience
The Dire
of
best do
Warlock's
something about
decision
that bottom
in his
tower.
boots. I think you owe him an
That
apology.
Pudge on the Alchemist brings him back in, and that is serious damage being dished out there by the Rot and those Whirling Axes. But yeah, I mean, clearly that's what he was thinking about back at, 4 or 5 minutes when he made that decision.
Okay, so since you are a sort of, let's say, Warlock Whisperer, you can understand what he's thinking of. Can you tell me what his skill build is doing?
Yeah, it's a bit all over the place. I mean, Upheaval generally not considered to be the best of spells, and
I would like to draw your attention before you go on to the level of stats he got.
oh my. Okay, well, yeah, there's no reason to not get Warlock spells. Even though Upheaval might not be the best of spells, not worth skipping that for stats. Definitely not worth skipping his heal for stats. I mean, his heal is just fantastic all round, especially if you're going to plan on early pushing, like I assume the Dire are, even though they currently only have one tower down. But at the moment, we have, Troll Warlord going to happily let the Alchemist blow himself up with this potion. But he's got to be careful.
Oh,
because
Warlord needs to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, the entire Radiant team is down here, but Dire coming in like sort of behind them. Maybe Fear.
Now he is in the zone where they keep all their danger and just to explode the disruptor, and a horrible glimpse gets to safety. Lost
Oh my god, the
There
last
you go.
Samurai!
Catacombs.
Too strong! Too strong! Rubik with the slam, but
Somebody's on a
no, gonna
roll.
get taken
3
down in
down.
seconds.
Good with an apple in your mouth.
Oh,
This is just
what
a ridiculous game so far, all over the place. Kills on both sides.
Took you long
horrible
enough.
I would
players,
say
man.
the Radiant has overall had the best of it, but those 4 kills there, that's...
You'd say
Radiant
Radiant?
bottom
I
tower
feel
in a
like
pretty
it's
sight right
probably
now.
been a little bit in Dire's favor. I think the sort of the difference is not only the number of kills, but really the way that, especially in the mid lane, there was a massive grouping up of
Yeah,
all
definitely.
the heroes. And
Yeah.
I think that's been a
Radiant's
really
bottom
big
tower's in better
disadvantage.
danger.
And hopefully the
Radiant's
graphs,
toughened
yes, the
up
graphs
their
bear me out for
structures.
once. Every time I say the graphs will bear me out on this, I look terrible.
Oh, the Troll Warlord absolutely decimating that Alchemist. Thank god he has the Shadow Blade.
How about
He's just
that?
going to escape, but that was some extreme damage coming out of the Troll Warlord.
Meanwhile, down the bottom, Queen of Pain chucks out her roll, trying to take down this Pudge. He's gonna TP away and he's gonna make it up. Evil being thrown out by the Warlock. He chucks a golem down as well. Rubik steals the Enchant Totem. Nice defensive Earthshaker Fisher, but he's not going to be able to get it. Now the Warlock Golem chasing Queen of Pain, but the Queen of Pain will escape. How is going
Radiant's
to
mid
pick up
tower's getting backed up.
Defensive Spirit on the back lines. And now Troll Warlord likes to use his
Radiant's
battle.
mid tower's coming apart.
Ignore
Radiant's
the
mid
massive
tower's
fire.
in
he
trouble.
doesn't-
This is just
Nah.
classic Troll Warlord this game.
This is the
he
occasion.
don't care. He is off PvE farming yet again. Nice.
Oh,
Oh no, please, Warlock! Warlock, please!
Don't do it.
No.
my
Get your heal. Don't get the upheaval. Well, get it over stats, but don't get
Oh,
the phase
I don't
boots.
even get up people, I just get stats.
May, whatever, but
That's a different debate for a different day. This is disgusting.
This is a no. This is just a flat no.
Your team doesn't have a mech. You got solo farm.
Team
Wouldn't it
doesn't
be
have a
great?
mech, doesn't have a pipe. You could be getting ags or refreshers. Either of them far better. Like, your team is meant to be pushing, not lasering people with a wet noodle that the Dagon is fast becoming in this game as it nears the 20.
Dagon.
Well, it's into the 20 minutes. It's past 20 minutes. It's just no.
Uh, Earthshaker
Well,
chucking out the stun onto this disruptor.
No, the
slapping
Warlock
him
with
down.
newfound confidence decides to go on the Alchemist.
In the mid lane, there's a massive team
Look,
fight.
it's Dagon.
Dire
Looking
just
to
couldn't
run
see
away,
how
he'll be
far
taken
to
out by the
land.
disruptor dude.
Radiant's top
And a
tower
really
is
horrible engagement coming out from Dire, punctuated by a horrendous swap
The
of
Radiant
Vengeful
lost
Spirit
the
that
top
ruined it
tower.
for them.
Yeah, I kind of missed that,
Dire's
but I was
bottom
too
tower's
amused
getting
by
the
the
business.
Warlock and the Alchemist. Oh, an unfortunate miss on that hook. Very close. A bit unlucky there.
He bought back to this, he
healing
needs
is
to make
rot.
something.
Rubik is rotting himself to death, and now he's getting rotted to death. Just double rot, destroying the Rubik.
Cut losses.
Oh, another unfortunate miss on that hook. Again, very
Dire's
close.
mid tower could use a little help.
Guess what Warlock's doing? Upgrading his Dagon. If there
No,
was a
no,
if there was a higher level on that Warlock kill,
Dire's
maybe the
mid-tower
Pudge
is
would have a
having
better.
technical
Oh dear,
difficulties.
another unfortunate hook. Not having the best day. None of them have been like awful misses.
did you see
but-
that zap on the...
Yeah. Guess how much that did? Nothing. Nothing at all. He would have been dead 5 times over already from the dismember.
Pudge manages to get the kill, but FaZe Boots really pulling through, getting that last hit. FaZe Boots, Dagon, Warlock.
Oh, jeez.
Is your body ready? My body isn't ready.
Yeah, it's almost well, it's level 2 Dagon now, where he's got it on the courier. Alright.
This is
No,
a
not on the courier,
slightly
just hanging in the
more
stash.
purchase. This is a less wet noodle. It's still a wet noodle, don't get me wrong.
It's a slightly less wet noodle instead of a real item.
It's not soggy, it's just moist. It's still a wet noodle.
Oh god, it did no damage to that Queen of Pain, that is
No,
for
it did
sure.
nothing.
And especially with the pipe already up on the...
Especially with
Yeah. No.
what a dash chain. Oh, Rubik getting exploded upon by Earthshaker. Beautiful work from the clock, managing to get in there.
Stop. Out of there. Now the stun going down on the Queen of Pain though, she should be able to move away. The Earthshaker gonna pay for it though, and also the Pudge most likely. Oh, there he's juking through those
Jinking in
trees.
these jiving.
Just
Use
enough.
the face boots.
Oh,
Get
there
through
it
the
is,
tree.
blinks away. Using the bottle, and yeah, he'll be just fine. The Troll Warlord was stuck in the trees
Radiant's
for a very long time
mid-tower's
there,
getting
but
banged up.
managed to escape. Now walloping on this tower. They're looking like the... Yeah, he's doing a very good job split pushing and
Radiant's
using his
top
ult to
tower
get
is
towers.
taking
He doesn't really
hits.
care much about the team fights, but you know, that's fine. The team
One
is sort of
last
holding
top
their
tower
own.
for the
Well, they are
Radiant.
holding their own in terms of kills for sure.
Yeah, they're doing
So-
very nice. And he's picking himself up a huge amount of net worth, which he really needs to,
Yeah.
because after, even once it's a firm, raw noodle being held by the Warlock, it's going to be it's still going to be a bad
Oh,
item.
Pudge, now the hook on the Alchemist, and oh my god! Kill Steel Warlock is gonna be so proud of himself for that one! Oh dear.
So, the kill was secured by the level 2 Dagon. Do you have an apology you'd like to make at this stage to the Warlock, who's proven you wrong?
Absolutely not!
He's getting more stats over Shadow Word, no!
No, at least he's bought wards. But he has 4 wards in the stash.
That's... Oh.
Well, I don't know when he bought them. Hopefully he bought them all at once.
He just bought them then, which
I assume he's been cutting wards in order to save up for level 2 damage.
I assume they've been...
Now he can reclaim the love of his team by buying four wards all in one go.
Russia
At least that's his cunning plan. Anywho, the Rubik now stuffing in. Not something I would really recommend any
Roche won't be
Pudge.
stomping around no more.
But
thanks
they're going to
the
take out
Dire.
Roche. I mean, the attack speed of the Troll Warlord, absolutely ridiculous. The Rage Cage going to stop most of them, but the Pudge now in. Separated from the rest of his team, but going to be glimpsed all the way back into safety. That was nice for the Disruptor.
7 in a row.
Good Fisher here.
Alchemist manages to pop off his stun, catches out the Alchemist. Huge golem being dropped on all of them. Nice stuff being
Almost
thrown out.
vacuum there.
They're all getting back.
Crazy vacuum.
Almost combo.
Aegis going down. The Troll Warlord's going to revive.
Alchemist
Maybe I would've
slapping
played
and
it off.
chopping.
Oh, misses with that whirling axe. That is pretty huge, really. The Queen of
Dire's
Pain,
mid
3
tower
seconds till
won't
blink.
last much
Oh,
longer.
she's going to be fine. It was actually.
Oh, just needed that one hit bash. Just if it was a
He has
better
his
player,
whirling
would have
axes
had
back
one.
up. And
Dire's mid
he's
tower
gonna
is
back
having
out.
technical difficulties.
so the Alchemist going for Assault Cuirass here.
Yep.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
not a bad choice, I don't think. But
Yeah,
maybe
it's okay.
like, it's very early before any damage or health items, really. So
He's the only one putting out serious right clicks, but I mean, AC does also have great defensive capability.
It does.
And it's not one of those items you have to sell. A Battle Fury, you farm nicely, defend later on, you have to sell it in almost every case. Not true of the AC at all.
Yeah,
So,
and the heroes on the Dire team do have about the right armor rating to be most severely affected by that reduction of the AC. They're in about the, well, under 20 armor at the moment, so most of them, apart from the Troll Warlord there. So yeah, it's gonna do...
20 is a lot of armor, I would say.
Yeah, 20 is, but that's kind of the range where the AC is going to have the most impact.
Oh, now they're going on the Troll Warlord. Queen of Pain blinks in, BK being popped off, and he is just slapping down that Rubik. He's hurting it so badly. Tries to run away, but Justin's gonna hold on.
That glimpse. Oh, that Shaker, no, too much damage. Shaker flat. Gonna be vacuumed back in though. Pudge coming in now though. And that'll be the end of the Disruptor.
Blair Sandberg has met his maker. Queen of Pain still trolling around the fight. Hasn't even his rune. May be able to pick someone off. But Aghanim
Don't love her chances.
She's got the Axe Scepter.
Yeah,
It's such a
maybe.
bad item, but it might work for her.
May. 5 seconds to ult. Looks like she's gonna go for it.
She's gonna go
definitely
for it.
thinking about it.
She's doing it.
She's gonna do it.
I bet she's gonna miss it. I hope she misses it.
Oh dear.
Radiant's
Come on,
bottom tower
come on.
ain't pretty sight right
Hit it.
There it is. Fix it off.
Oh,
Oh, and instantly destroyed.
That's going away! Why?
Oh dear.
Were you
She had-
unaware that you were about to
walked,
fight?
she walked into the
Trouble
open
brewing
arms.
at Radiant's bottom
I don't
tower.
know if there's any other way to say
Both
that.
arms of punch.
Yeah.
What a dash.
Radiant's bottom tower's done for.
And things are starting to look worrisome for the Dire, but
That swap is actually going to work out quite nicely. I thought it was awful. It wasn't actually too bad. They do get the kill on the Rubik.
back on level 3. It's
Yeah.
done.
Please, chat. Please.
Hook being thrown in, just gonna miss the disruptor.
He's had
giving him a
so many
10.
close misses on his hook, and
I feel a bit bad for this punch. I'm not gonna blame him for all the misses.
no, I don't think it's really fair to blame him, but when you miss this many, it's tempting to blame him.
Oh, and I'm going.
Oh, there is a good hook on the Alchemist.
On the station.
Oh, vacuumed
Radiant's
away!
bottom tower's
Clutch
seems
vacuum,
cooking.
but he's gonna go
But
down.
needed to- oh.
Anyway,
Alchemist needed to pop that chemical rage before the stun blooms to pop up. He's
oh,
got
good
some
hook
help.
there in that TPing pain, but she's gonna blink out just fine.
How can she have the teeth for
Like
like
an enormous scream of pain. Oh, Sonic Wave, I mean. And that is just too strong.
She's hit level 16 now, and this is where Sonic Wave Aghanims can do a lot of damage.
Good save from the Pudge there.
This guy. Oh no. You can't do it. That is like a hasted Rubik with Surge. He's coming in.
Pudge, please. He's
If
waiting
the-
for that
the
fourth
shot-
staff. He's gone.
Fisher.
Oh, he's gonna deny himself there.
Oh, what a jerk. I mean, nice play, but
Well, it's really lucky. I mean, you turn your rot on and hope.
no. Like, he did the calculations. He figured it out in his head, just like the Warlock has with his base boost down on
Yeah,
him.
yeah. And the Warlock did that about... That was an investment about 10 minutes before they became useful. So, Warlock, incredible foresight.
Can we not call it useful, please?
Sorry. Oh, the dust pop on that Dark. Yeah, unfortunately the Alchemist is going to blow himself up. The Troll Warlord realized just in time that they were coming for him and managed to get out of there. He's got the BKB and it looks like he's going, well, he's got the Crystallis already. So that's good.
Yeah, BKB and teleport spell. He was never in too much danger so long as his TP spell cooled down in time, which it looked like it was going to, unless he got really caught out by a stolen Pudge hook or, some kind of madness.
Some kind of ridiculous shenanigans, but he's going to be fine. And yeah, I guess he's going for the Daedalus, which sounds like a good item on Troll, I imagine.
Warlock just lost a double damage ring. That would have been imposing damage with all the extra phase boost. And
I know, so much damage, so many right
so
clicks.
much, but deep.
Doesn't even need its golems with those kind of right clicks.
In many ways, would prefer not to have them, I think.
Oh, I think so. I mean, Warlock really as powerful as a third golem at least. Going the full damage build plus wards. 6 sentry wards. I don't know that I've ever seen 6 sentry wards at the one time on the one person. That is... He is stashing those sentry wards like we have previously seen a Kotl hoard gold. And the Troll Warlord getting very deep here. I think this might be a bit ambitious. Oh dear, he's in the rage cage.
He's slapping him!
That is some insane damage though, and that health regen provided by that Helm of the Dominator is incredible work. That's a bit of a miss by that Echo Slam. What was that?
That was horrendous. But blinking in, trying to do some work. He's not going to get enough damage done. Now he's standing.
He's just running himself to death. Please, Punch.
He's going to run himself to death. He's got the skill. No, he doesn't manage to do it this time.
The Golem going down and the Warlock getting out of there. Please, Phase Boots. Oh, the Alchemist actually going to go down to that benchmark stun.
Radiant's mid tower could use a
Warlock walking away. He's got level 1 Shadow Word, so he should be.
Oh, that Dagon! Dagon!
He's done it!
Somebody's on a roll. 3 down.
So nice.
No, don't do it, Tony.
Vengeful Spirit wisely deciding not to walk through the wall. And into the rage cage.
Please, no.
Last men standing here. So yeah, the Radiant pushing game, I mean the Dire pushing game going relatively well. They're still in this for sure. I mean, the Alchemist currently getting out-carried by the Troll Warlord, you would have to say. And if we look at the net worth chart there, top 3 all from the Dire team, including the Earthshaker at second, with a ridiculous 10,000, and the Vengeful as well.
Look at the Vengeful's item choices. She's going S and Y. She can't even comprehend how to do anything other than carry. She's gonna pick off the Rubik. Needs to get out. No, one day to get out of Rage Cage. Goodbye, that's forward.
Yeah, that's the end of that. I think Heaven's Halberd would be better, really. It gives some supporting ability to disarm the Alchemist, because his attack speed is ridiculous, so disarming him for that time actually saves a lot of damage in the late game.
Oh, I completely agree with you, it would be better. But that's not what
would, but Vengeful doesn't care about what is better. Oh, another unfortunate punch hook! It's, again, not that it was bad, it was just unlucky, but it is unlucky every time. If you have a curse of bad luck placed upon you and your family or whatever, you shouldn't play Pudge, because you need it. And 3IP here has not been getting it.
Yep. Meanwhile, Kruni continues his ascension to the top of the Dagon realm. He's got
climbing the Dagon ladder.
Meanwhile, Troll Warlord, he's looking to solo rush. I don't know if you guys know this.
Another miss on that Pudge hook, please. It's getting ridiculous at this point. But yeah, Pudge trapped in the Rage Cage, the Alchemist coming in with the stun. Earthshaker blinks in, going on this Disruptor. Getting glimpsed back. Pudge running around like an absolute madman. Oh, that critical hook on the Earthshaker is still going to fall though. It was a very good hook though.
He's finally hit one, and Farmville 3000 Troll Warlord picked up in Aegis and might be looking to join the fight. No. Never mind. Lose your Dagon carrier. What a rookie.
That's a good hook. But the Queen of Pain blinks and makes it very hard.
Oh god, and now the Troll Warlord just massacring the entire Radiant team.
Yeah. He's done now, a bit of a stun stacking there, but he's still going to go down. Some serious damage now from the Alchemist.
Oh, beautifully done. They managed to vacuum him back into that wall. He doesn't have a BKB this time. No, he don't! Why?
Still going to go down though. Vengeful's going to escape again as the last man standing on the Dire team. Well, extremely close, but difference in gold earned. The Dire way ahead thanks to Farmville 5000 Troll Warlord, who has been doing very well in that net worth chart. But the Alchemist after that fight, getting way ahead, getting 2,000 extra gold, I think it was, from that.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
The big damage coming out from that bench. Use the backstab damage on Shadowblade. Now an Alchemist concoction. I heard that it's being.
Here it goes, and in on the Vengeful. He's going to be out though because the Earthshaker is there. Getting the stun. The range on that Fissure is insane, but he's trapped himself out. Oh no, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't, but he might have accidentally trapped himself in Vengeful Spirit. Meanwhile, trying to take down the Darkseer. Another stun being popped out by the Alchemist.
Let's check and realize he's made a terrible mistake trying to get out, but he's not going to be able to.
There's the upheaval. This is what
Turns it around with that enchant token.
Bang!
Slam!
Oh my god.
That was a good turnaround from the Dire. The Warlock actually did use his upheaval to good effect there. And he's still only got one level in Shadow Word. I mean, if you're not leveling it up in the early game, then maybe you should just leave it forever.
No.
Wait, no. But
let me just stop you there.
well, I mean,
beat down.
if you're not going to get it in the early game, then I guess you're not going to get it in the late game, is what I'm trying to say, because it's not as good then, technically.
It's always good.
It is always good, I agree. I agree, I'm just trying to make some excuses for him here. I'm struggling a bit.
He had his chance.
Now getting his Dagon 5, so...
Lord. Vengeful Spirit is transitioning nicely into a carry role. He's looking to be exceptionally tanky with the Sanj and Yasha. Now picking up a Desolator, perhaps looking for some negative armor strat.
Yep.
Wave of Terror, Desolator. Could be looking towards an AC or a Medallion of Courage late on. Can be an effective item if you are going for negative armor strat.
Particularly given that the Alchemist has gone for his AC, that would be a good choice, I think.
Perfect, chasing down the Queen of Pain, but Punch is going to find him first.
Good Fisher, but she's going to blink out. Always so slippery. Punch hooking in an unfortunate direction, and the Queen of Pain's going to get out just fine. Rest of the Radiant team here. Well, they're going to go on the Earthshaker, and he's going to get cut down pretty quickly, you would think, with the ult of the Alchemist activated. Pudge should be alright, yeah, for stuffing down the Queen.
He'll be just fine. Vengeful is very tanky, has a Shadow Blade, and Warlock, he'll be absolutely fine because he has a Dagon 5.
Good vacuum, and also the Hex Stick going down there at the
Beautiful
Warlock.
Sheep Stick. Just take him out before he can get off that Dagon 5.
They're afraid of that Dagon 5 for sure. Well, the Vengeful serious deep for that
Going
stuff.
deep!
Pudge also going to get taken out by that last auto attack of the Rubik.
Don't be going in on this Venge, she'll turn on you. She will turn
She'll
on you.
take the team. She'll take you, bro.
Maybe. Blade.
Shadow Blade.
No, she immediately stunned after popping off a Shadow Blade.
Oh, with that one happened, I'm like...
Worse than rookie
what?
error. That is...
Could have been fine, I think. Did they have dust? They probably did have dust, to be fair, but maybe not.
No breaking through the
looking around, I see only on the Disruptor
The Sentry on the Rubik or 4, but no, I don't think so. So probably would have got it away just fine if that mistake hadn't been made. So the Troll Warlord, I guess, is going to be going for Satanic next after finishing up his BKB and his whatchamacallit data list there.
Yeah, he has had that Helm of Dominator for a while. He could be looking into lots of options here, I think. It's probably Satanic would be fine, but
yeah,
I mean...
I think that some more health on him would be good because the Alchemist at the moment...
Oh, he's looking to go on that Alchemist and he has no dust.
No.
Well, what did you think would happen? What does anyone ever think would happen when they don't have dust and they go after someone with it? What did you think?
Well, you can always blame the supports for that, so... Whatever. It's not your fault. It's not Troll Warlord's fault. What could he do?
This is why no one likes being a support for you, Alvin.
Anywho,
This is a bad play. Those
so,
two things combined.
yeah, bad plays never help. At least I buy Dust as a support, that's what really counts.
True.
But now the Alchemist finishing up his BKB, so that's definitely going to help him out against the not insignificant magic damage of this Dire team.
Of the Dagon, yeah.
Yeah, the Dagon in particular, as a particular item of note.
Oh, well, is there other magic damage? I think the Dagon is sufficient.
I think that's it. I'm sure that's what really drove home to the Alchemist, that he required a BKB as a matter of urgency. Seeing that
priority
scary
one.
Dagon 5. Oh, the Rubik force staffing in, managing to pick up Pudge. Don't know what that mission was.
Huge slam from the last Samurai! Big
Massive.
golem drop, and now they're all standing in the kinetic field.
Very
Now
big
the
Sonic Wave.
Sonic Wave doing too much work, and the Dagon has been used. There's nothing left for the Warlock to do. Who would have thought that item has a cooldown? Who could have predicted this?
My goddess wished you
She didn't use the Dagon, it came off cooldown, she couldn't do it.
Oh, another punch of missing by centimeters.
And that
Yeah.
Vengeful Spirit is really struggling against that Vengeful Spirit illusion.
By which you mean sorting it out, I assume.
It was actually struggling a little. The illusion was doing
Taking
lots
some
of
damage, yeah. So they may try to get this tower here. I mean, they're still down for 30 seconds, and negative armor.
Dire's top tower.
Negative
Big
armor
crack,
from
dude.
Vengeful should be able to make pretty quick work of it, but the Warlock with... Oh, he is leveling up his Shadow Word now.
Yeah,
He's actually
you
getting
need to
heals
get
on.
you need to get about 7 levels of stats, but at that stage, of course, you get the Shadow Word. Why
Radiant's
not?
gone and fortified their structures.
Big swap being put on that quad. Huge Dagon, it's working. This is the wombo of combos.
It's all coming together. Oh, it took out Dupe. I'm sure that was intentional. Benefit out there, but Dupe's going back in, rejects the gift of the punch is given him, and he's gonna get. Yep, he's gonna get that done. That'll be the end of him. Oh, almost a clutch.
Don't look a gift hook in the mouth, children.
Yep,
Don't do it.
not.
Meanwhile, Troll Waller trying to escape from Disrupted. Disrupted not a scary force on its own, but if it manages to get a glimpse of it, could be a nasty
in 1
surprise.
second. I don't think he'll be able to get him.
I don't think he will.
I don't know why he is still chasing, but at
He
any
is
rate,
waddling it
he's
down.
got his Veil of Discord. He's happy. He's just going to waddle down to this regen rune here.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't need in the slightest, but
No.
whatever. And in the meantime, the last Slamurai coming up behind the Alchemist and
he
thinking
sees
better
it.
of that, gives it a big note and gets right on away from that cliff. Oh, it looks
well-
like they've noticed them here though.
Well, Link and counter Blink. Nice work from the Earthshaker Magic to escape. Now he's found a little nook, but that's not. It's not.
No! He realizes the ruse is up. He comes out and lays down the slam. Hiding in the corner, trapped by the Rage Cage. Gets glimpsed back. That was nice for the Disruptor, but he's still gonna fall. Not sure why the Disruptor felt the need to glimpse that one when he was clearly trapped, but there you go.
That was 100% like a kid I teach maths. You go into his house and you're like, it's time to learn maths. I'm your tutor. Just sit down, we'll do some work, it'll be fun. He goes, hides behind the couch, and I can see his feet poking out from behind the couch. Like,
Is this real life? A real human child
A real human child.
tries to
hides
hide from his tutor, trying to teach him maths.
I'm a good tutor, shut up. Anywho.
My god. What did you do to him? At any rate, yeah, Rush coming up in about just over a minute, and yeah, the Radiant does seem keen to go on that, but alas, they've been frustrated, so it looks like they're going to try and make do with going for this tier 3 mid tower, which could be difficult, although the Alchemist backing out now. I think they're keen for Rosh, but definitely don't send half your team in. That is never the strategy. The Warlock Golem coming down now.
Buyback coming from the Earthshaker.
Oh, that Dagon!
The Dagon! I'll give the last time here, I swing down the herd, and the Rubik's going to be the first to fall. Now they're working on the Queen of Pain, he'll go next, swap being used from the Alchemist. He's standing on the tower. That's a team wipe, and that should be GG. You should be able to take 2 ways to wrap
swap by
solo.
the Vengeful Spirit. She was extremely low, but still manages to get the Alchemist really deep in there, and was distracting him from the rest of the fight that whole time as well.
It's 60 seconds, you have 60 seconds, go, break the base, do it, go, please. Don't go to Rosh, do anything but that. Earthshaker, no, be with your team. You can win the game right now.
Yep, they have the Troll Warlord ult up as well. They're going to be dealing some ridiculous damage to this tower. They should, they're easily going to have at least 1 Rax.
There are no buybacks available from the Radiant team. Once the creeps get here, you've got 25 seconds, including a Troll Warlord, to slap down as much as possible. He's full-staffing the creep! This punch is next level! He wants that back door.
Every single second.
I actually really like that play. That's really clever. And even once the Rubik and the Disruptor is back, it's still another 10 seconds before Alchemist, the first hero who can do something, gets there.
Yeah.
The Vengeful Spirit with her Desolating and Earthshaker decides not to be present for this, and now they're only going to be able to get 1 lane of Rax, it looks like.
They'll probably be able to get this tower, but I don't know about the Rax.
Yeah, they will be able to get the tower.
Radiant.
Oh, it's
Oh, that hook!
another hook! So close all game long.
Now the Rubik, he's
Pudge is a bit deep. Oh, that
Oh,
goddamn
God.
kill steal! Oh, the ridiculous damage being dealt to the Alchemist here, and he's gonna go down. Troll Warlord maybe taken out by the... just pops the BKB in time, but he's gonna be taken out by the Interrupter anyway.
horrible BKB to pop. I mean, he died anyway because one slap, but whatever.
If it popped a little earlier, he would have survived.
Yeah,
I'm quite sure.
And I completely agree with Dodge, Jedni, Governor, Wally, Jim,
Oh dear. Oh dear, Earthshaker in a terrible place. Oh, I like this Earthshaker. It's quite amazing.
He's a mate.
Oh, that damage off the Vengeful Spirit with that Desolator, just ridiculous. Getting permanently turned into a pig though.
And Pudge is gonna say, you had a good run, goodbye.
Pudge doing well with his 4 stuffs though, helping out his team. It's good.
I mean, you saw that was not a well-coordinated push, and they still got 2 lanes of racks with relatively little loss.
Yep.
I really feel that was a game-winning opportunity that's been squandered, and if Dire lose from here, they're gonna...
They're absolutely kicking themselves well indeed. Yeah, I mean, not too bad in the end. I think their main problem was that they didn't get out when the Alchemist was back up, and they really should have. They didn't have much to gain at that point. They should have left and either farmed up or maybe taken Rosh even. I mean, there were only 3 from the from the Radiant team up at that point. They should have been happy with 1 rack and 1 tier 3 tower.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Warlock... Oh,
Good hook.
Pudge was getting the Rubik. Interesting Yule. Not what I would have done. But, oh!
May you
Ben
fall forever.
slap and chop.
Yep.
Puts him to
maybe
bed.
end
And he's
that.
picking up the BKB now.
23 assists on this Pudge. And getting the last hit on that Rax.
25 on the Earthshaker. This is a big assist game. Although, to be fair,
Have fun trying to bust
it's been
down
safety
the
second,
infrastructure.
though.
The first flying at
Oh,
Radiant's
nice
top
Yule
racks.
dodge on the stun coming out
Yeah,
from the
sure. That was very impressive.
The Radiant's
And meanwhile,
top
the team
racks
is not helping.
Oh, Dupe is a pig again. Dupe has spent half this game as a pig, but being forced off out by the Pudge again.
Just get in there and right-click the barracks and you win the game. Just suicide into the barracks.
Warlock has finally decided to go for a support item and picked up the pipe.
Needs to use the zap. Where's the Dagon? It's gonna come out.
Bad place here with that golem being dropped from his face, and Disruptor likewise going to go down.
Come on,
He
Dagon,
hits
Dagon.
Alchemist.
Get in there. Zap him. Zap him. Yeah, got him. Queen of Pain, but now he's gonna pay with his life. But at least he got the zap off. Stop chasing kill! Hit the racks like 3 times and you win the game.
Warlock's going to fall, and Pudge extremely low. You would have to assume that he's going to go down as well.
Devise me.
But the last Slam Rai coming up. Can he do a thing? Unlike, oh well, with the help of Control Warlord, this should be it. They should make quick one. Oh, well, bit of a miss
This
as well. Active,
Earthshaker
and he's going to
just
leave his
walked
teammate.
Just pop BKB.
Oh, well, that is some
Oh my-
insane
oh.
damage. My
Hit
god.
the range! Oh my lord.
I guess
Good
the
God.
crown passes.
So
Where's he going?
on the
Where
hook.
is he
He's
going?
going to get his Satanic. He
Oh.
doesn't care. Or is he going to farm the jungle? Well, either way.
No, not either way. Please
He's
no.
happy. Queen of Pain is brought back.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Darkseer, Troll Warlord, Venture Spirit, and Rubik all still have buybacks available. The only
Radiant's
time of
top
buyback
racks ain't gonna
limitations
last
are on
long.
Earthshaker, but that's about to drop off. Pudge and Queen of Pain, which I think is a really big buyback issue. It does mean that at the slightest notice, that could be a big problem. What could be a bigger problem is this Queen of Pain refuses to take down the siege creeps, which are gonna do what the Dire Heroes refuse to. That's like 2
Win the
steps
game.
away from winning the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna do it. They're not paying attention. Oh, another creep wave just spawned in time. Troll Warlord picking up an
Alchemist
Aegis.
really underfarmed at this point. Like, only the Assault Caress and BKB on him compared to... Well, he's just not dishing out enough damage, honestly. The Troll
Yeah.
Warlord has some ridiculous health regen now with the Satanic and the Aegis as well. I don't think he's going to be able to take that down once, let alone twice.
No, I think it's doable with the only, what is it, 5 second? Yeah, 5 second BKB, but it's going to be really difficult. It's going to take a strong concerted team members, and that's not the Dota we've been seeing at all.
No, and just sort of general lack of stuns on the Radiant team, which has made it difficult to fight against the ridiculous attack speed of the Troll.
Yeah, I think there are lots of options that the Radiant team can try and take. I think there are lots of different methods they can conceive of, but
Look at those sentry wards, that is a bit over the top.
and they're going to see him.
Queen of Pain has
Control
lost the
Lord's
plot.
scouted out, and he's going to go in there, and is he going to fight against backdoor protection? Slap it,
Radiant's
just slap
top
it.
rag.
Just slap it. No!
Something, anything at this point.
He slapped it once!
Slapped it once and decided to get out of there. He's just giving it a test.
Oh
Decided to wait for his team. Oh dear, is that dupe again? No, okay, the Earthshaker this time. Being
Oh,
turned into a
first hit
pig. Oh well, that health on that pudge,
Radiant's
my
top
god.
rag.
4500 health.
The barracks is fallen. Thank you, the Lord.
The
This should
Alchemist
be
has
over.
to get out of there instantly.
Oh!
Well,
Massive fast flap drive being thrown down by Rubik.
sanity.
Warlock secures a kill with Dagon 5.
Of course he does. A complete miss on that Sonic Wave. How embarrassing. Pudge coming in. Oh, hooks the invisible
Lovely.
Alchemist and is turned into a pig.
2 down.
Dupe copping the tower damage. It's gonna go down. Oh, this is so funny. Dupe does fall to that last tower shot. I just can't believe the health on that Pudge. That's insane. He hasn't even finished his part yet.
Jeez. He doesn't have any health items after his unfinished task.
Yeah.
I think it might have
Alchemist
something
now.
to do
Ooh, a good
with
fuel. Can the Warlock do a thing? Please, Warlock. Activate the Dagon. Activate the Dagon. Activate the Dagon. Activate the Dagon. Oh no!
You just played still timing is
Bastard.
perfect.
Oh
You wanted
no!
that.
That Warlock!
We finishes with a positive KDA, 11, 9, and 22.
Oh, I'm sickened.
Free IP going with less Vendendi, and I couldn't agree more. Absolute, way less Vendendi.
For sure. Pudge was unlucky that game with his hooks, so he did have some good attempts and just so many unlucky misses. But when it's that many unlucky misses, you have to start thinking that it has something to do with him. Yeah, overall, I think that the Troll just farmed up really well and got that real level advantage over the Alchemist from really the start of the game. And yeah.
I think the Alchemist was pretty disappointing. At the end of the game, he's not level 25, like
It's not even
four out of
close.
4 of the Dyra. He's below the level of the Disruptor, so I think he's pretty badly let his team down. He's been out-farmed by a Queen of Pain. He's been out-farmed by all of the Dire team apart from the Earthshaker. It's just
Yeah.
not enough coming out from an Alchemist, who is probably the best natural farmer in the game.
Yeah, and that was legitimately late game, and at the start of the game we were talking about how we thought the Dire might have some real problems, but in the end that's just not happening with the Alchemist not getting the farm that he needed. So,
Yeah, I think just too big an advantage being carved out by Dire in the mid-game with their really strong mid-game centric lineup.
absolutely. Sweet.
Thank you so much, Albert.
And thank you, Tad.